I'm back. I'm back. Now I want to take off on this. This is bare bones broadcasting, Norwood Spalding. Mrs. Clinton getting exciting at a meeting. Wouldn't that be like Shirley Temple? Be like Shirley Temple young again. I mean, like Shirley Temple 3 or 4. Huh? With her first part. Dancing and breathtaking. Mrs. Clinton excited at a meeting. It hasn't happened in years. And you can't blame her. I mean, my God, how often can you read the same script? And she's done a marvelous job at that script. I mean, my God, who else could read it? Kind of like watching Jimmy Durante. Stop the music! I mean, who could stop the music better than Durante or Mrs. Clinton? Mm-hmm. And everyone, of course, would stop. Pay attention. Right? Mrs. Clinton? Always pay attention to you at meetings. Know that. I don't know why you'd ever look bored. Your meeting must be exciting for you, the way everyone, stop the meeting, Mrs. Clinton's going to speak. It must be marvelous. Well, that shall happen someday. I promise. I promise. At least the dream will come back from just watching Norman Woodstock Spalding. The dream will come back to Mrs. Clinton. Mm-hmm. True, she could say, stop the meeting! And everyone go, oh, Mrs. Clinton's going to speak. Let's all listen intently. Remember? You don't remember? It never did happen? Even when you were young? Especially when you were young. You know? How do you keep going to meetings? I go. You do? I go. I go to those meetings. Yep. I go. Oh. I mean, between you and Ronald Reagan, who went to more meetings? Who? And they wouldn't let you in the White House. You went to just as many meetings as Ronald Reagan. You should have allowed to have been in the White House. Although the place ain't good enough for you. And more than likely, it was just a charade to make sure you never went there. And they never could push you in there no matter how much you said no. That election happened to make sure they would never come to you again and beg you to go to the White House. I understand that. That makes sense. It's like the old scandal of getting Bill out of there. I mean, Mr. Clinton, pardon me. Mr. Clinton out of the White House that made up that scandal of getting out of there. I'm aware of that. These maggots would jump on anything. They said they wouldn't help you get in the White House, that's for sure, just because you were his wife. That was so many women said, oh, she's got bad baggage. What? You don't have any baggage, lady. What are you talking about, baggage? Think about it. The bagless people walking around talking about your baggage, and they wouldn't have a bag ever in their life. I don't have any bags. Ha! They don't have any arms to carry bags. They don't know anything about bags are. Complain about your baggage, Mrs. Clinton, I'm telling you. Who would want to lead such a citizenship? Idiots! Who? Nobody with a brain. So another president kept going like this. Nobody with a brain wants to be here. Help me! Nobody with a brain wants to be here. And wink, 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 wink. Yeah, I saw him. One time I hit the floor. I couldn't believe I was so stupid. Took me a while for that president to wake me up. Thank God for that president, that's for sure. We've had some awesome presidents in the United States. Your faces belong on Mount Rushmore. Shizzle the faces off Rushmore. We got better faces to put on. Time to update the faces on Rushmore. Norman Woodstock Spalding, King of the Jews, last monarch, King of the Jews in that place in, what is it called? My brain will give you these words. Exile. Exile in the United States. Chiseling off, changing faces. The Clinton family. I'd like to give you the mosaic of what I would put on Mount Rushmore. Would you like to have that? We won't be able to upload it because it'll take a long time to describe that mosaic. And I'll tell you, the faces on there now, what's the mosaic that belongs in there, man, would I put a picture on Mount Rushmore for you of the wonderful people I've seen in my lifetime. Thank you very much. Your faces belong on Rushmore. That is for